I just wanted to make some funny faces before we started. Anyways, let's go on back to what we were talking about, how I chose my husband when I realized I was interested. Okay, so we already talked about the other five. I ended on talking about the five love languages, and I didn't really go too deep into it, but here are the five love languages: words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, physical touch, and of course my favorite, acts of service. Okay, so as I did in the other video, I included a link so you can go and look up those more. You should know your spouse's love language, and you definitely should know your own. We need all five of the love languages, but one just speaks to us a little bit louder than the others. So love is always appropriate. Okay, so with those five love languages, let's go on to number 6. One of the things I did when choosing my husband was make sure we had the same core values. So no, you guys are probably going to be totally opposites, but it's your core values that really make people stay together. Okay, so, you know, family is a real big thing for me. Jesus is a real big thing for me. And the gym is a big thing for me. And that gym stands for not just being fit in my body, but fit in my mind, my soul, and my spirit. Fit. All right, so Jesus, the gym, and them. I was looking for somebody who was Jesus, the gym, and them, the sequel. You know, I wanted somebody who shared those same like values. So that was one of the things I was checking out. And you may be in marriage already and realize, some of those things that I thought we valued at the same level, we don't. And in the event you find that out, those are the things you want to take in prayer. But make sure you are developing your own maturity, your own character, because you're not going to be held accountable for what your husband did or what your wife did. You're going to be held accountable for what you did. So, yep, stay on your knees, stay before God, keep working on yourself, keep building a great inner life, keep becoming, okay? So it's not always about the grinding and the money, and that stuff fades. You want the intangible things that are really lasting, okay? So I was looking for those core values. Was he generous? Girl, I can't stand cheap people. Well, I love them, but I don't like being around them. Cheap. Ooh, won't pay $1 for something. Just cheap. I was looking at, does he tip? And how well does he tip? Does he like going to the same restaurant that's like 50 wings for $1? Where do they do that at? Okay, can we go somewhere where we can't pronounce things on the menu? Amen. All right. So was he generous? Was he willing to be open to different things? Those are kind of core values for me. But generous was a big one. So I looked at how he gave to other people or how he opened himself to other people. Was he a people person? I like people. Does he like people? Or he like, I can't stand people. That wouldn't have worked. I like people. And so I'm like, does he like people? I was looking for all those kind of things, you know, as far as the core values. And sometimes we look for people with swag, or you look for the girl with the hips and the this and the that. Ain't got a bit of character. Ain't got no sense. Yeah, I said ain't. None. Talking about she just ain't, you know, my wife ain't. Whatever. Stop complaining and you become. Okay? Most of the time, we become a reflection of what we've done to our spouse or not done in them. You work on building them up, but build yourself up first, because you can't give what you don't have. So I looked for core values. Number 7, I watched for character and integrity in every setting. Yep, I was watching because that's a core value of mine. Character, integrity. I'm watching to see. All right. At one point we worked together in this factory. I hated that job. Anyways, we worked together in this factory, and I used to watch. Did he go on time? Did he call off a lot? Did he show up? Because, see, these are all things that tell you about, is a person reliable? Are they trustworthy? Do they have a good work ethic? Come on now. Work ethic. I need you to get a job. Go to work. Man, don't work, you don't eat. Anyways, I'm going to need you to do that. So I was watching for that stuff. Does he have a job? Huh? What? Okay, social events. I was watching how he carried himself. If we go into different settings, is he comfortable with small talk? Can he handle himself? You know, is he comfortable in the hood, in the corporate setting, at the church? Is he comfortable with himself? Does he know who he is? Because that tells you if a person knows who they are. And sometimes I talked about becoming, because if you don't know who you are and get married, it becomes a lot more difficult. Okay, so all those things were letting me know what kind of guy he was. But see, if I wasn't the kind of person that was always working on myself, I would have never known to look for that. And I would have never known the cues. And that's why it's so important, whether you're a wife or a husband, or whether you're in single status right now, it doesn't matter. You need to become, because you're going to attract who you are. You attract who you are. So cute is good and swag is good, but that is not the most important thing. Okay? We had already talked about that. So look for how they carry themselves. Are they ready for you? They could be a good person. They ain't got to be yours, though. You got to wait. He ain't ready for my life. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, girl, if they ain't ready, they just ain't ready for you. Okay, I was watching this man. I'm like, is he ready for me? And not because I was mean or anything like that. I just knew this is me. This is me. This is what I'm bringing to the table. Now, who are you? Because I wasn't afraid to let nobody go. Okay, messing up my life. Anyways, here we go. So I watched how he managed money. Did he have some money? Girl, did he have a bank account? Honey, do you have a bank account? Okay, don't be using no check into cash. Do you have a bank account, sir? Where you use your social security? Is he timely? Was he consistent? Did he do what he said he would do? Was he reliable? If you ain't reliable in the friendship status, people slack off when they get married. So you better be dependable, sir. But I was dependable, so I didn't just ask somebody for something that I wasn't really willing to give. I really enjoy talking to you guys. This is Jesus, the Gym and Them. I am Joy Edwards. You lambs have an awesome day. Bye-bye. I love to dance. I love to dance at church. I dance in my kitchen. Just don't have nothing to do with the video. But I love it. All right, I'm gone for real.